Hi, this is Nate from Fun, and I am 99X.
Nate, Andrew, and Jack, welcome, guys, the band Fun. You guys doing all right?
Yeah, we're actually wonderful. We spent the last 2 days being insanely sick, and now we're over it. So don't freak out.
No worries. Now, if you're over it, but what did you guys have?
We had the toursies, I think.
Is that what it's called, the toursies?
I think that's what it's called. When you can wake up in the middle of the night and everybody's coughing on the bus and the coughs start harmonizing with each other.
Right. Guys, let's just dip back before We Are Young was on Glee, before it was on the Chevy commercial. Where was the mindset of the band Fun before it really broke into the mainstream?
I think our intention has always been just to embrace the fans that we've had and pick some up along the way.
Right.
And it starts with our live show, and it's always kind of been what we base it on, and we put so much emphasis on the albums, and then spend the whole entire 2 years just promoting it by playing live. And so we just wanted to. We were hoping that it would just continue to be a steady incline.
When you did We Are Young, did you know when you were recording, you're like, you know what, this is it. I'm feeling this jam.
I think we all felt really good about it right away. I think, even when we were working on it, we knew that it had a lot of power to it and that the beats felt big, and it hit us in the gut. And I guess we just hoped that it would hit other people in that same way.
Right.
Nothing could prepare to actually imagine a song doing well like it has.
Or seeing it on Glee. They sing it a little bit different than you guys ever would on stage. Like seeing somebody else take your song and making it their own, I guess that has to put you on cloud nine and be honored.
It actually usually makes me uncomfortable when I see those things on YouTube.
Right.
But the Glee version is just so glossy and we're such massive Beach Boys fans, and I feel like there are some really crazy harmonies in that song.
Right.
And afterwards I had a brief cry session just because it's been 10 years that we've been up to this type of stuff, and we've never had anything like that, and I don't think we ever really expected to at this point in our lives.
So you were shedding a tear. That was
one.
really cool.
Just
no,
one.
that's just one tear.
Just one.
The song really took hold when it was on the Chevy commercial. How did you guys get hooked up with that? And after the Super Bowl commercial, where did it kind of catapult you guys?
Well, I guess we were just approached about doing it for the Chevy commercial, and we thought it'd be cool because a car commercial, the song has an epic feel to it. So we thought, all right, well, at least a car commercial will do it justice. And then when we saw the early version, and it wasn't supposed to be on the Super Bowl, it was just going to run as a commercial. Wow. So we saw that, and I thought, it's a car doing a kickflip.
Right.
You would think that it isn't as cool as it actually ends up looking and
as
sounding with the song. And I guess the people at Chevy were really impressed by it too. So the next thing was they were like, we want to add it to the Super Bowl.
Those commercials go for millions and millions of dollars. Do you get residuals then, now that they put it on for the Super Bowl, or did it stay the same?
No.
We're poor struggling musicians.
All right, we'll keep it at that. I like that. I like that answer. All right, guys. Well, we got to know about tonight's show at Center Stage. Sold out, like I said. What are you going to bring tonight for your fans that were before all of the Glee and the big Super Bowl commercial, and to the new fans that you got here in Atlanta?
We have our work cut out for us because a year and a half ago, the last time we headlined in Atlanta, that was one of the best shows we've ever had.
Right.
And so I think that's on all of our minds right now is how to top that.
Well, let's start down here before we get out of here. I got to know. All right, Andrew, got to give me your favorite word to use.
My favorite word in the world is probably pulchritude.
Oh, man. All right, please explain.
It is beauty.
Okay. All right. Jack?
I don't know how to follow that.
Well, let's go to Nick.
I always go with endoplasmic reticulum.
That one's a big one.
Yeah, and I don't know what it means.
But do you ever throw out in a sentence?
No, but it sounds green. It sounds green and slimy.
Yeah,
I always just think of those. Whenever I would go to the supermarket with my mom, I'd always want to buy out of the quarter machine that green goo that she ends up hating you for because you got it all over the car.
Right.
That's what I think is endoplasmic reticulum, but I could be wrong.
I like that. The band Fun. You guys, thank you so much for stopping by the 99 Studios tonight. Like I said, sold out show, Center Stage. Anything you want to tell your fans or anything you want to plug, your website, new albums out right now, just came out last month. You guys, you got 30 seconds on the clock.
Thank you for playing the song, before it was a big song. That means so much to us. That's the reason why it got to where it did, and that's really special that you guys believed in us.
Now you cried earlier. Now I'm about to shed one tear.
Yeah. Isn't life beautiful?
It is.
So cry.
What's the word?
So why aren't you crying?
I'm trying right now. Either that or piss my pants. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference sometimes either.